I'm Joshua Tajiri from BowlersDeals.com. Today we have Paula Vidad joining us. She is the 1984 Ladies Professional Bowlers Tour Rookie of the Year. She also has 3 professional regional titles and holds the 2011 USBC Senior Queens title, also the 2013 and 14 Senior US Open titles. She's also in 3 Hall of Fames and was a 2-time member of the Southern California All-Star team. She has so much more career highlight to talk about, but there's so many to talk about. I don't know what to choose from. Anyways, how are you doing today, Paula?
I'm great, Jeff. How are you?
Good. How are you? It's really good to have someone with such a huge resume, talk about the new DV8 lineup and the state of women's bowling with the new the women's PBA tour coming up. So, and also you recently just acquired that, that bowling center, that Barstow Revolutions Bowling Center.
Yes.
Um, what's new at Revolution's Barstow Bowl?
Well, just for example, this past Sunday we had a wonderful fundraiser for a young man named Caleb, and he just turned 8 years old, and he actually needs a heart transplant. He's had over 50 surgeries, and one of the requirements to be on the transplant list is that the house has to have air conditioning and not swamp cooler. It
Uh-huh.
does over 110 degrees in Barstow,
Yeah.
so that's one of the requirements, and I'm happy to announce that we raised over $4,200 in the
Wow.
fundraiser, and so now he can be placed on the transplant list. So that's one of the most exciting things we've had happen.
That
It's
is awesome.
it is it's such a heartwarming feeling, and to know that you've helped this young man get a new lease on life. It feels really good, and we're more
Hmm.
than happy to have the fundraiser, and it went very well, and a lot of volunteers and donations that help make it possible. So. Uh, and actually, it's been a little over a year now that we've been open. The bowling center was closed for over 2 years. So we're getting back in the community, and the first weekend of November, we're going to have what's called a community day,
Okay.
which community days, where we invite anybody and everybody from Barstow to get 1 game of bowling for free, including shoes. So we want anybody that, even that isn't able to afford it, they can come out and at least enjoy bowling for 1 weekend for 1 game. So we just want to invite everybody out, and just hopefully everybody can have a good time and see how much fun bowling really is.
That's really, really awesome. I wish I could go. Sounds like
Yeah,
a
you
lot of
might like
fun.
our wood lanes.
How is the Women's Bowling Alliance coming along, and what tournaments do you have planned ahead?
Well, the Women's Bowling Alliance has been around for a couple of years now, and we did have great success having tournaments throughout the United States. My goal was to have a tournament every month throughout the United States, because we had no tour since 2003. But it's very difficult to get things together. Just like I was trying to work with High Five to get a tournament in Wisconsin on the 15th and 16th, but things just didn't get together. But as far as the Women's Bowling Alliance, we have a mixed doubles event in Laughlin, Nevada at the Riverside Lanes Hotel and Casino, which is going to be a lot of fun. We have a lot of the top stars coming from Utah, Nevada, Arizona, California. So a lot of people traveling, and it's a great event. And then we have a mixed doubles event in my bowling center in Barstow, the Valentine's weekend. And then we also have another one planned in Montclair in the summer, and then also Mission Hill. So we're looking to do four.
That's a lot. That's really good.
Yeah, and mixed doubles or any kind of doubles is always fun. It's great to be an individual bowler. It's great to be team, but there's just something about doubles that makes it so much enjoyable, that you get to enjoy it with another bowler, and it's mixed, so
I agree.
it's even more fun. So we're looking forward to those events, and still trying to get a lot of women's individual events together. But between the bowling center and trying to put these together, it gets pretty hectic for me. So it's a lot of things on my plate, and then trying to bowl myself. So
Yeah, that's understandable.
yeah, you just so many hours in a day, but I just try to do the best I can. But with the women's new tour coming up, it's a dream for a lot of women that weren't able to go on tour, especially right out of college,
Yeah.
and some of the young talent that wasn't able to be showcased like they should have been. So it's just a very exciting time for women's bowling, and hopefully we're getting back on the map again. So it's great.
That sounds really, really good. I really wish I could attend a couple of those events. Maybe you'll see my name there. Who knows? Um, Speaking of that, though, the relaunching of the professional women's bowling tour for next year in the summer of 2015. I mean, what do you think about that?
Well, I think it's fantastic, and it's great news that the BPAA and USBC got together, and those are the two entities that really needed to make this happen. And them being a nonprofit organization, well, the not-for-profit that this tour is going to be is what's needed, because you're always worried about bottom line, making the dollar here and there, but to be able to have a $60,000 tournament for women with $1,200 guaranteed for the last to cash spot and $10,000 first place prize is just incredible. I mean,
It is.
it's such an ecstatic feeling for women. You can hear it in their voices and also on Facebook that it's just a very exciting time. It's going to happen. I think it's July 15th through September, 8
Okay.
straight tournaments. And of course, they haven't gotten all the details down yet, but there's still bowling centers that need to be found as far as which makes it a practical swing. And it's going to be a Friday through Sunday event, which is wonderful. You don't have to attend all of them. You can attend one or two or something that's even just close in your region, which makes it, you don't have to take a week off of work, because the women are already taking a week off for Queens and also the U.S. Open. So
Yeah.
it's just, they put it together very well. They got everything, the money, the backing, the sponsors, and there's still a lot more. And I think a lot more sponsors will be jumping on, because I think they're doing it right. And I'm not bashing the PBA, because
Yeah.
they are a company for profit. But when you
Uh-huh.
have when you have as many heads put together and the minds melding together to make something work, I think you can generate so much more, a great entity and quantity of what's going to happen, because you get so many more ideas, as opposed to maybe one person making general decisions on might not right. So
Yeah, that sounds really good. I mean, I can't wait. I look forward to it. Now that college women bowlers have something to look forward to, and even the youth, the youth now, all they have is our local tournaments and junior gold, but at least now they have something to look forward to. And, most of the women nowadays, most of them have to bowl those men's tournaments, and the lanes just break down so differently for the men's versus just bowling with all women. So, I mean, this is really good. At least now women have something to strive for, to practice for, and just to look forward to. I mean, it looks really great. I can't wait.
absolutely, yeah. There's so much talent in junior gold and college. You just watch them bowl, and you're going, wow, they're already bowling like professional bowlers. And for them to not be showcased anywhere, and I mean, the numbers are crazy in junior gold. And like you said, if there's no place for them to go,
Yeah.
there's inspiration, especially after college. And then it's like, okay, let's go do a job. And then there aren't even any hardly regional tournaments. And like you said, you have to bowl against the guys. And I
Yeah.
personally like bowling against my peers. I'll bowl against the guys every once in a while, but they burn up the heads differently than women. The
Right.
women make a completely different shot for themselves.
Mm-hmm.
They play it straighter up, except for a few women that do torque it up a lot more, but
Uh-huh.
far and few between. So we develop a shot completely different than the guys, and we lose our hook spot, and when the heads get burnt up. So anyway, I do like to compete against the guys, but I'd much rather prefer to bowl against other women and my peers.
Yeah, I totally agree with you 100% on that. And I saw you this weekend at the tournament. I saw you throwing a thug. What do you think about that?
Oh my goodness, that ball is incredible. And like any other bowling company, you develop new equipment, new cores, new surfaces, and it just seems like they keep getting better and better. And then you put a ball in your hand and you go, well, I don't think this can get better, and it does. The thug is absolutely incredible. I really like the schizo, and between the schizo and the thug, between those two balls, I think I could hit any type of condition. So actually, my thug is drilled pinned down, and I would like to drill another one pin up.
Uh-huh.
And I really haven't, I'm a much more down and in bowler. So for me to be able to play inside, where I'm standing 30, 35, and being able to play that type of angle,
Mm-hmm.
back in the day, I'd leave a lot of 4 pins, ringing tens. But this ball, I can create different angles and either play through the track or inside of the track, and that ball just keeps coming. It's a really, really good ball. I mean, right out of the box, I went 237, 256 on a white pattern, and it's
Yeah.
like, ooh, I really like this ball.
Did you make any surface adjustments?
No, actually, I liked it right out of the box.
Okay.
But I would like to drill a pin up and then maybe just wisp it a little bit just to take some of the shine off of it, and
Yep.
we'll see. I think between those two, a thug pin up and a pin down, and maybe a schizo and then something else as far as tournaments are concerned, I could probably use those balls a lot, a lot.
I have to agree with you. I mean, I was watching you throw the ball and you're throwing it absolutely phenomenal. And the ball was just matching up to your game so nicely. Um, I also thought you throwing that hooligan. What's your thoughts about that ball?
I do. I really like the hooligan. It is a, a version of the old Reckless line, the two Reckless. It has that kind of look where it's a symmetrical ball and it does start picking up mid lane, but it's more continuous. And the
Yeah.
former line, it was, to me, it kind of died off a little bit. But now with the hooligan, the combination of the core and the surface, and now I think they've really hit it. So I saw Troy Kendrick, another DV8 staffer, throw that over this past weekend, and he shot seven something every block. So he
Yeah.
really likes that ball. I just have to throw it a little bit more, and haven't had a chance to, but it looks real good.
It does, and the colors reminds me of the old Hellraiser.
Can't wait to
It
throw one.
does. It does, and the colors are really nice. Kind of reminds me of the old Hellraiser.
Yes, yes.
It
That was a very good ball when it first came out too, and you're going,
Yeah,
wow, it keeps
was.
getting better.
What is your first impression on the Outcast?
I like the Outcast. For me, it's I think cleaner through the front and mids as opposed to the old Misfit. To me, those were a little bit more skid flippy, and the green Misfit rolled a little bit early. So I think they got the right combination of the two, where it's going to be great on a house shot, I think, and as far as an entry level ball
Uh-huh.
where anybody could throw it. You could
Yeah.
be, a lot of people always want to throw a more aggressive ball with less aggressive drilling. And I think this is the perfect ball that is a less aggressive ball that you could put a more aggressive drilling, and it acts like a $220 ball.
Yeah. I could totally see that in that ball.
So there's three great new releases coming out October 29th, and I can't wait for everybody to throw all of them.
Yep, that's awesome. You got any upcoming tournaments you're gonna bowl lately?
Let's see. I think I am bowling. Oh, the TNBA is the regional championships in Las Vegas at the Orleans. And then, of course, we have our WBA mixed doubles tournament. So next month is going to be a pretty busy month again.
It sounds like a really fun month of bowling. I wish I could join you. Thank you for joining us and answering a few questions. Again, that is Paula Vidad. She is the owner proprietor at Revolution's Barstow Bowl and is the head of the Women's Bowling Alliance. I really look forward to more interviews again with you in the future, and maybe we can do it again.
Okay, my pleasure, Josh. It's a pleasure to be on the show with you, and good luck, and thank you to Bowler's Deals.
Thank you again, Paula, and for everyone watching. Thanks for watching, and remember, for the best deals in bowling, check out bowlersdeals.com.